On the heels of a 1-5 start to the season and a 4-19 tenure overall, the Titans have elected to fire Brian Callahan today. Let's break down the move and talk about what's next for Tennessee. I like the decision here, and I see two primary reasons for it. Number one, you got to think about what the expectation was when they hired Brian Callahan. The Titans were coming off of two mediocre seasons, but ones in which they won 6 and 7 games respectively. In their first year under Brian Callahan, they fall from being mediocre to being the worst team in the NFL. They go 3-14, and they open 1-5 with the worst scoring differential in football in his second season. An absolutely unequivocal, massive disappointment. And maybe the number one reason you bring him and his dad in to improve your offensive line, all the resources they invested in that with J.C. Latham in last year's draft, signing Dan Moore to one of the biggest contracts of the offseason, and the offensive line is horrible. They are awful. It's one of the biggest reasons why this team sucks, along with Cam Ward being unable to get rid of the ball quickly. And Cam Ward is the last reason why this had to be done now. Brian Callahan is not doing anything positive for the development of Cam Ward. We're already starting to see bad habits. We're already starting to see him lose confidence. And Tennessee is recognizing that he could be the future of this franchise, but it isn't going to be with Brian Callahan. They need a coach that can come in and get his confidence right, get him playing well again quickly. Added bonus here for Tennessee of doing this now is they get to avoid the surely awful optics that would have come next week if Mike Vrabel came into Nissan Stadium and beat his replacement badly at their place. Lastly, let's talk about who might be next in Tennessee. When you think about interim options, probably Bones Fossil would have to come up, Mike McCoy, Denard Wilson, their current defensive coordinator, and then ironically enough, Bill Callahan, who still has not been dismissed yet, is a former head coach, Brian Callahan's dad.